Good morning, Britain. The parents of Nottingham student Barnaby Webber give us their reaction as the government orders an investigation into the mental health treatment given to his killer.
So, please.
I think I would... if I was offended, I'm a bit speechless about it because I'm wondering, actually, whether I might, a bit like the woman on the tube, say...
Yeah.
Yes,
like
exactly.
old and firm.
Exactly.
Yeah, a woman.
But I would say, oh, that's very kind of you. I'm fine standing.
Yeah.
Rather than saying, why on earth would I need to? And also, if Chris Kamara offers you a seat, then...
Well, maybe she didn't know who he was.
Cammy, thanks very much indeed.
Maybe she didn't know him to the train. Then
just because
just
I'm a
because,
woman.
No, I wouldn't.
Or because I'm a... I was standing, and there was... In the section I was sitting in, all of the seats were taken by men. And they looked like they were in their 20s, 30s. And this older woman was standing. And I did think, why haven't... And she was carrying bags. I thought, why aren't any of these guys standing up and offering their
You didn't
seats?
say anything.
Would one of you gentlemen like to offer this lady a seat? And they sort of looked at me and then looked at her, and one of them stood up, I would say reluctantly.
Grumpily, yeah.
Did not look grateful to me for doing the right thing. And she did sit down, but she certainly wasn't like, thank you so much, you know. She was a bit like...
It implied that she was...
Easier just, do you know what, just to go, oh, thanks very much, and sit down.
Well, there is the question over...
Personnel being evacuated for possible traumatic scares. If he was in charge, we'd have a peaceful world. So... Donald Trump's reaction, we're on the brink of World War III. A big day on Saturday of eating junk.
Right.
And then I read this story and I thought, OK, well, if the Prime Minister can do 36 hours, I should be able to do something similar. So at 9:30 on Saturday night was the, end of dinner. Good morning, Britain. Good morning, Richard Madeley.
Good morning, Susanna Reid. Now, if we were standing in the studio...
Yes.
Or actually, I was seated. Well, how would you feel?
Do you know what? Lovely.
It's funny. I've been thinking about this, knowing that we would be discussing it this morning. My feeling...
A mature woman of 53.
Plenty of life in you.
I was on a tube when there was an older woman, and I would say she was probably in her 70s. The thing is, the lady in question was having caused a fuss.
You can't win, can you?
You know, so actually, I'm not sure that I did the right thing. No. I thought I was more elderly.
Past it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So let us know what you think. Do you still, as a gentleman, offer your seat to a woman of a certain age?
Or any age.
And if you have done and been rebuffed...
A pregnant woman, I definitely would.
Every single
no question.
day. Yeah. The question is...
Are you suggesting that
Are they pregnant? Exactly.
I have made that mistake once, and once only.
It walks all round, isn't it? This having happened to Cammy makes me think... Yes, we're debating that a little bit later. That's our debate after 8. Get in touch with us. Let us know what you think. Is it chivalry or is it patronising? I think to avoid embarrassment, I would say, oh, that's very kind of you. I'm fine standing. Yeah. It would be very hard to say anything other than...
Well, maybe she didn't know who he was.
Cammy, thanks very much indeed.
Maybe she